I am a pop.
Your name's enough to blind me.
Hi, I'm Dani Josie and I am a pop punk artist from Wellington, New Zealand.
For the hell of it, I can't.
So I just released my second single called Lovebomber. So Lovebomber came about when I was 18, but it basically came about because I was at the end of, well, not the end, I'd just gotten over someone who was really bad for me. And if you know my first single, Go Go Go, which is about like loving red flags in people, I'd just sort of gotten over that red flag person, and I wanted to write a song about all the highs of being in love with someone who's bad for you. And then that's how Lovebomber came about.
I was hooked on your voice.
Yeah, so the concept behind Lovebomber, the chorus goes, all the living on the edge, I was hooked on your poison. And so it's basically about being hooked on something that's not good for you, or like being addicted to someone or things that are bad for you, which I feel like is a really relatable concept. And I called it Lovebomber because it was about this person who's a love bomber, and like the love bombing would take away all the bad sides and just make you addicted to them. I think the lyrics will resonate with listeners like a lot. A lot of my friends have also been in similar situations where they are in love with someone or they like things that are bad for them, as you know, many of us do. And I think the lyrics sort of tell a story about meeting this person and how they just, when you're in love with something that's bad for you or you're just obsessed with something, it completely takes over your mind and it's all you can think about, and it sort of just takes you into this different world of being on this high. And yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that, not only in relationships but also in just life and things and friendships and experiences.
I'll take 1,000,000 miles away.
My favorite lyric is, it's not very good. It's guiltless little bitch. I don't know if you can bleed that out or not, but that's definitely my favorite lyric just because I feel like it's got a lot of attitude to it. It says it how it is, which is like very much me. I like to just say it how it is and be super real. Devin and I, my producer, we have a running joke that we're not allowed to use the word bitch in any more songs because I just use that word so much, and every song I'm like, why don't we put this word? Why don't we put beep in it? But Demon's like, no, Dani. He's like, no, bitch, you're not putting that word in anymore. But I think that's quite cool, contrast to the song. I feel like it shocks people a little bit.
I'll admit it took a minute.
With the whole release, I had a lot of people who helped me. Originally, I wrote the song. It was actually called Toxins before, and it had the same melody but a few different lyrics. And then when I took it to Devin, he was like, no, we can't do Toxins because it's too similar to Toxic by Britney Spears. He was like, let's change that. And so we sort of co-wrote the song together after I brought him my first version of it. And then a good mate of mine, who's also my guitarist, wrote lots of like cool guitar parts to it, which elevated the song loads. My band, of course, were amazing in playing the song live. And then Kate Stacey, who's incredible, and I love her and she's amazing. She did all my styling and organized my photo shoot and gave me all like amazing ideas for the visuals of Lovebomber. And then Precise, of course, my amazing distributors have distributed the song. Yay! The creative process. So, like I said, I usually, when I write a song with Devin, I'll write something and then I'll send it to him because he lives a bit away from me. And I'll say, do you like this? And he'll be like, nope, it's crap. Or he'll be like, yes, it's good. We're gonna work on this one. So I usually just think of a melody and lyrics is how I start a song. And then I took it to him. We spend about 2 or 3 days in the studio together, fixing up the song, sort of just tweaking like little melodies or putting in better lyrics. It's really easy to my ideas flow a lot better when I'm in the studio with someone else, or especially with Devin. We work really, really well together. And then, yeah, he produces the first demo. And then I'm like, go home, think about it loads. If I want to change anything, I'll text him and be like, actually, I don't like this part of the song, and maybe I'll have to make another trip up to the studio. But yeah, we kind of go from there until we've got the perfect take. Well, this year, I think I want to focus a lot on writing. Writing is like my favorite part of being an artist, I think, and the performing. I've written some really cool next singles, which I'm so excited to release. I'm not sure which one is going to be next just yet, but definitely releasing some cool music, and we've got a few shows ahead of us, which are very exciting. Thank you for watching, guys, and go stream Lovebomber right now. Bitches.